Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this is not a Lisa video. This is a video of me touching base on something that was brought up last night in my live stream. And this will be the last time I even discuss this because it's awfully weird when things are going the way they're going. The harder I go at Lisa, the more information I get, the more information I put out. It seems like certain people, and I'm not talking about subscribers, I'm talking about certain content creators, start then coming at me, attacking me personally, trying to discredit me. Okay. It's weird when they can't discredit the info I put out. So then they come at me personally, trying to discredit me. Now, I know based on everyone coming for me, I'm clearly on the right track with Lisa. People are mad that I won't give up sources or names, and that's fine. Be mad. I have said from the beginning that people can come to me with information and I will never reveal my sources. And I stand by that. Even if it means clearing my own name, I'm not going to give away sources. The reason people come to me with information is because they trust me for that. So even if I need to somehow get somebody to not attack me or not talk about me or not lie about me, I'm not going to give up those sources or names. I'm just not going to. And if people don't agree with that, that's fine. I totally get it. Everybody has their own opinion, everybody feels their own way. But I will not go back on that, not even a little bit. I've said this a million times. I am not covering Lisa for her addiction. I am covering Lisa for her scamming. That's it. The addiction happens to be a part of who she is. I don't cover her for that. There are other people that do cover her for that, and that's totally fine. If you want to cover her for the addiction, cover her for that. I cover her for her scamming. But it seems a little odd to me that with all this new information coming out about giving Lisa money, and certain creators have been giving Lisa money, even Lisa has said that there are several creators on YouTube who have given her money and helped her out, and that people would be extremely floored if they found out who they were, that people are now attacking me. So as I'm bringing out that, yes, there are people behind the scenes giving Lisa money, now I'm being completely attacked and trying to be forced into being silent. That I mean, look at it as you may. It's just a bit odd to me that they're coming at me personally, attacking me personally, when the goal was supposed to be shared by everybody. Clearly, it's not. Clearly, my goal, which is to get Lisa off the internet so she's not scamming people for drug money anymore, and for her to go behind bars because that's where she belongs. Now, if she goes to rehab for a year, I'll take that too, because she'll still have to face the legal consequences when she gets out of rehab and sober living. My goal is to stop the scamming. It doesn't seem like that's everybody's goal, and I'm starting to see that now, and it's really weird that all these people who have supposedly been covering her for so long are the ones now personally attacking me because I won't give up names and sources. But it makes me question, uh, are you afraid something is gonna come out? Is that why you're trying to silence me? Is that why you're trying to take my channel down? It's a bit odd. Just wondering about that. Okay, so with that, it brings us to the main reason for this video. So, I want to say a month or so ago, Kim put out a recording, a phone recording between her and Lisa, where she was talking about somebody named Tracy giving her money. People asked Kim, Tracy who? Kim said flat out, Tracie Unfiltered. There you have it now. Okay. Now, where I was wrong was taking that information to begin with. So in my live stream, I mentioned Tracy's name as giving Lisa money. Right after that, I started getting more information because people had already tried telling me that Tracy had been giving her money and I ignored it. Then the phone call on Kim came out, or the phone call that Kim put out came out saying Tracy Unfiltered. Then I started getting emails from people saying, yes, she did give her money. This is proof, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, I need to look into this more. See, I could have literally just run with all of that and put it out as fact, and I didn't. Tracy then reached out to me in email and we exchanged phone numbers. We then started talking in text. We were supposed to call, but we both have busy lives and calling didn't happen right away, but we were texting back and forth. Let me show you some of these texts. Now, I'm not going to show the entire text thread because we were talking about other things, and I guess somebody else that was had to do with Lisa or whatever. The only texts that are important here are the ones between me and Tracy having to do with me saying her name. And I will read these out loud because I know some people can't see them on the screen. So was the first one to text her, and I said, "Hi, Tracy. This is Reaper. I finally have 15 to 20 minutes free time if you want to talk." It took a while. She responded and said, "Hey, I'm so sorry. I'm at my son's parent-teacher meeting at the moment. I will be done in about 45 minutes if you have any other free time after that. I would like someone credible to know the truth because all of what's happening is not it." I said, "I'm live, but we can talk after." Then I believe it was the next day, I said, "Because we keep getting tornado alarms every 30, 45 minutes, I'm free all morning to talk." Tracy then responds, "I would like to talk to you. Also, you can play that audio. Cole Sr.'s mom tried to sue Kim over the recording of Cole Jr., and it was said that as long as it was recorded in a one party state, nothing can be done criminally or civilly. Also, from what my research into case law about recorded calls in half party states, Kim has made it clear that she records her calls with Lisa. Lisa lost all presumption of privacy when Kim made it publicly known months ago that she records their calls. So even if Kim were in a two-party state, nothing could be done because Lisa knows Kim records all of their calls and it's been stated publicly. I'm sorry, I'm listening to your live from this evening and just giving you info as I go along that may be of use." I then responded, "Good to know. Thanks." She said, "You're welcome. If you would like to have a conversation, I'd like to do that because I'd like my name cleared of these allegations. If you're not interested, that's fine. I have a video I plan to post about it all, but honestly, I'd prefer to just clear it up with you since your audience viewers are the ones attacking and defaming me," which in fact they were not. I stated, "I'm beat, but after I see my husband tomorrow, I'm fine with a conversation. Is 2 p.m. good?" She said, "That works for me. Looking forward to it." Put a smiley face and said, "Me too." Tracy then says, "If you have any issues calling me, if you call and I don't answer, shoot me a message and I'll call you from my regular phone. I just try to keep my number private, but I trust you won't share it." Then she messaged me on April 12th. "Hey there, I'm wondering what time zone you are in. LOL. I'm in PA, so it's after 2, and I was waiting for you to message to chat, but then I realized you may not be in the same zone as me." I said, "I'm almost home. Give me 45 minutes." She said, "Okay, that's not a problem at all. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't just mistaken and you were probably an hour or two behind me. No rush. I will be here. Just let me know when you are ready." So Tracy then messages, I'm getting ready to go to bed. So if you have any time tomorrow, I'd love to continue our conversation and share some info that I didn't get to share with you because my ADHD brain goes in every direction except the one I want it to. LOL. I'll just be cleaning tomorrow, so I'm free all day. If you have any specific time that works well for you, just let me know. This was after our phone conversation. I said, "Oh my God, I'm sorry. My son needed me right after my call. Yes, tomorrow's good. Just shoot me a text. I'm going to admit I was wrong about you and publicly apologize. However, at this moment, I do sincerely apologize." That was the first time I apologized to her. Tracy then states, "Oh no, it's okay. It's no problem at all. And I will do that. We can talk more tomorrow. Thank you for the apology. I appreciate it a lot. I do understand your position in it, though, and why you would question something like that when in one place you're literally hearing Kim say it was me, then you have someone who sends you something that could back that up. It's hard. It's a hard call to make, but I appreciate you looking into it more for the truth. I'd much rather work together and get Lisa taken down and hopefully in a prison cell ASAP. I feel like besides you, there are a few people that actually want that and more who prefer that she stay around to entertain them, and it's sick." I said, "I'm down for that." Tracy then messages me, "Good afternoon. I'm making myself some breakfast for lunch, and if you're free, after I'm done, I'd love to finish our convo." I said, "I'm about to eat, then my son needs some stuff for his PC. I'll message as soon as we get home." She says, "Okay, no problem. I'll be here doing my Sunday cleaning so I can sit and talk anytime you're ready." I said, "Okay." She said, "Hey, I'm taking a break, so I figured I'd pop in to see if you're busy still. I was just listening to some videos while I worked, and something Lisa said in a live today caught my attention, and it's something I'd like to talk to you about." So then she texts again and says, "I'm sorry I'm a pain today. I just wanted to ask, are you planning to make a post or something to say that someone gave you misinformation or falsified info on me or whatever it is you plan to say? I have a two-part video I'm going to be posting that I made about a week ago to address all of that. But I wanted to wait until I spoke to you before I posted it in case you did hear my side at all or my side of it all. The videos don't call you out or anything like that. They discuss these situations, and I believe they have a really good message and hit on really important topics in general terms. And right now, I think these things are happening a lot, and it's a good time to talk about them. I was just asking because I'm going to put a little part at the beginning that says we spoke and cleared up the issue, and you found that someone was trying to hurt me with this, and I'm glad we could clear it up and then point them to where you discuss it. I've just been hit a good bit today with comments on my videos calling me a liar, and they're pissing me off. LOL. I said, "Yes, I'm working on a video for that. I got to get these screenshots out first, but I've started." And the screenshots I was talking about a totally different video that had to do with Lisa. She then says, "Okay, no problem. I appreciate it. I ended up in bed with a migraine super early last night, so I couldn't do anything. I am hoping it all goes the way I'm hoping it all goes the way away this morning, but I doubt it." That was April 14th. After this, I did start getting more or more messages and email. So I chose to continue digging in and vetting the information and seeing if it was true. On the 28th, I spoke with Johnny and I said, "I don't think that Tracy was the one giving Lisa money. I think I prematurely said her name and I shouldn't have. I'm going to go public and apologize." That is what I said to Johnny. Johnny didn't tell me to do it. Johnny didn't convince me to do it. I went to him about it. So I told her, "I spoke with Johnny today. I believe you. I promise I'll clear your name up tomorrow night. There is no changing my mind. Someone was trying to frame you, and because I'm so busy, I chose to look at what they had. I'm done doing what others want. You're innocent. I see that. I'm sorry." I then went live. I do wanted to say I a bit. I cannot English today. I did want to bring up something really quick. So a couple weeks ago, we were talking about when
Kim played that recording, phone recording with her and Lisa, and Tracy Unfiltered was brought up in that as far as, I guess, giving Lisa money or whatever. I spoke prematurely. I did not have all of the facts in place. It has come to my attention after going through multiple things and things coming in my direction. Somebody is seriously trying to set up Tracy Unfiltered, and they want her to take the fall for this. As far as I can see, and after a conversation I had with Tracy Unfiltered, she has not sent Lisa even a penny. She has not supported Lisa at all. And I want to officially apologize to Tracy Unfiltered for saying her name and for assuming that without having all of the facts off of her side. And I mean, when I first talked to her on the phone, I told her, sorry, I talk with my hands. I need to stop doing that.
No, you're fine.
When I first talked to her, I told her I was going to apologize and clear her name. And then that night, I started getting all this stuff in again, and it's all being done anonymously. And I'm like, okay, something's not right. So then I got with Mask Guy Johnny yesterday. We were talking about it. I'm like, something just doesn't sit right with me. Like it just looks like somebody's trying to set up Tracy Unfiltered. And he agreed with me. And I told him, I was like, you know what? I fucked up really bad. I need to, like, when I go live tomorrow, I'm going to make this right. Hopefully. I apologize. She doesn't have to accept my apology, but I do. I apologize. I'm very, very sorry, Tracy Unfiltered. And I will do better next time to make sure that I get all my ducks in a row before I say something like that. So I do apologize to her.
And the one thing about that is, though, I at least correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't hear you say anything about it. You were just confirming that that's the name Kim put out at the time. I did not hear anything outside of that about her actually giving money. But I
I
know
don't
I heard
remember. I
I,
remembered
I
saying her name.
you said her name because somebody in the chat had asked when
Hmm.
those calls were released. And I'll go back and re-listen because if I'm wrong, I'm like you. I will say I was wrong. I do not remember you saying anything that she actually did or did, but somebody had
Right.
asked about the name and it did get repeated. But I'm going to go back and listen because I remember what chat that was.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I remember somebody in the chat saying what names were said in that recording.
Yes.
And I said Mandy and Tracy Unfiltered.
Yep. Yep.
But I don't remember if I said specifically giving Lisa money. But if I did, that's why I'm saying now that
Agreed.
I do apologize. I am sorry to Tracy. From the bottom of my heart, I am very, very sorry.
So that was the apology and the explanation that I promised Tracy Unfiltered that I was going to give from the very beginning. This was the day after I'd already texted her and told her that I would be going live to do this. Never responded. And that's fine. I really didn't even expect her to accept the apology, even though that is the only thing she has ever asked me for. Um, I just showed you the text messages. That's what she wanted, and that's what I gave because I was wrong. I'm not going to apologize just to appease another person. I will apologize because I was wrong and because I meant the apology. This apology was done 10 days ago on one of my Tuesday live streams, which I believe is when I started going live consistently. That is when a lot of this started even happening, was when I started going live more. People started asking me when I was going live, "Can I go live more?" So I did. And this is what's going on. The Everybody is saying that I am only doing this for the money. I'm a monetized channel off of Lisa. My channel has been monetized since July of 2022. I didn't start covering Lisa until the end of May of 2024. I was already a very monetized channel with almost 4,000 subscribers. Yes, my subscribers that I have now were because I was covering Lisa. Yes, so am I supposed to be ashamed of this? and why. I'm not quite sure that I understand why I should be ashamed of the fact that I have gained subscribers covering Lisa and Danny and Victoria and that crazy weird Canadian lady that attacked Villain and I. Lisa has been more consistent lately because of how she has been. She's gotten so much worse than ever before. The threatening people, the extortion, all this other stuff has just come out. And she's just getting worse and worse. So I'm covering her more and more and more. And I do have emails and messages from people thanking me for doing the content on Lisa. And I will add those at the end of this this video. Now, so here's the big thing today. So I went live 10 days ago. I did apologize to Tracie Unfiltered, told her I was wrong, said why I was wrong, everything. Still mean it to this day. Still mean the apology, still say that I'm wrong. So why is it 10 days later she's coming into my live stream and posting these? So somebody said that Tracie Unfiltered was in my live chat and that she wanted to get in on my panel, and I said I'm not entertaining this, right? And like I'm not entertaining. I'm not going to sit there and fight with somebody on my live panel. I said I already apologized. I explained why everything happened and I apologized. She says, "Bullshit, you slandered my name." How did I slander your name? First of all, the only name I know you by is Tracie Unfiltered. I don't know your whole name. I know nothing really about you other than your phone number, which I've never put out, never gave to a single person. I only mentioned your YouTube name a couple times. I didn't slander your name. I didn't go around throwing you through the dirt or dragging you through the mud or this saying swearing up and down that you did in fact 100% give Lisa money. Never said that. So how did I slander your name? I didn't. She then commented in my live chat, "Bullshit, you drugged that on for a month, then apologized because Johnny told you to." Number one, did not drag anything on for a month. Did I do my research quietly behind the scenes for about a month? Yeah, I did. Quietly behind the scenes. I may have talked to Johnny about it here and there because even he was convinced that you were giving Lisa money and we were discussing it between each other. Johnny did not tell me to apologize to you. I went to Johnny about it. Even he admitted that he was wrong and he apologized to you. But I didn't do anything because Johnny told me to. I don't just do what other people tell me to do. I do have a mind of my own. I can make up what I'm going to do and when I'm going to do it. And I had already talked to him about this. And when we were talking, we both realized that we were wrong. I was given information. We both agreed that somebody was trying to set you up. Who? We don't know. We have no clue who was trying to set you up. To this day, I don't know who was trying to set you up. But that was what we realized on the 28th. And that's when I texted you. And he had already talked to you as well. So then when I flat out said I wasn't letting you on my panel, and because you came in demanding and threatening, this is not the first one time you threatened me in my live chat. I just can't find the other ones because for some weird reason, I cannot pull my live replay of the chat. But this is what was screenshot. Then you say, "Okay, just wait. Promise you won't like what's coming." So I did exactly what you asked me to do. I further vetted the crap that was coming to me, and I apologized and I cleared your name. And then 10 days later, you're coming back at me like this. Exactly why? That's what I'd like to know. Somehow, And I'm still trying to figure this out, but somehow Nicole and WTF are now part of this. Something about me and Janelle on the phone with Nicole for hours doing text messages or screenshots of messages pertaining to WTF. Not sure where that came from. Not sure what narrative you're trying to build, but there was one screenshot. It had nothing to do with WTF at all. Nicole just wanted to know if it was altered, and she knew that I had the editing software to look at it to see if it had been altered in any way. That is what that conversation was about. That was what we were doing. That's it. Had nothing to do with you, had nothing to do with WTF. None of you were involved in that at all. It was simply, "Hey, I know that you know how to do this. Can you tell me if this was at all altered?" I said, "I will take a look at it." I was already on the phone with Janelle. I asked Janelle, "Can we do three-way because she needs me to do something really quick?" She said yes, and we were talking about it. And then I presented what I found and I said, "Yes, this has been altered. Can you see it?" And then we used 4 eyeballs other than mine to see if it had been altered. That's it. It had nothing to do with you, Tracy, and it definitely 100% had nothing to do with WTF. So I don't know where all of a sudden she's being thrown into this. No clue at all. Then I kind of get the big picture from people sending me screenshots of her comment section on her video, where Tracy is saying, "I appreciate you. I hope you understand this happened because I was slandered," which is a lie. You were not slandered. "The fact that she did all this to help Nicole smear my name is so wrong, and her lying to all of you is so wrong." Show me where I was trying to help Nicole smear your name, Tracy. The only person that Nicole asked me to cover was Ronnie. That's it. It's the only person that she ever spoke about. She never even really spoke bad about you to me. So where this is all coming from, I don't know. Maybe this whole feud and bullshit going around TikTok fight between everybody and Nicole is where this is coming from. Do you not have any more on Nicole that you now have to start adding me into it? Because I'm not playing a part in your guys' little game on TikTok. I'm not going to any part in the drama and the bullshit that's been going on between all the creators over there. Because my only goal, and I will say it again as loud as I can, is to make sure Lisa can no longer scam people. But it would seem all this deflection, all of this arguing, all of these fights starting up, little fires here and there popping up into one big fucking flame, seems more like a deflection away from Lisa than anything else. I'm actually glad it happened because if it hadn't, I'd have been started looking and you all would have been continued to be lied to for money. You don't have to choose sides, and I'll never ask you to do so. But in my world, and I believe yours as well, right is right and wrong is wrong. And this, among a lot of other stuff, it was very, very wrong. What? That I said your name a couple times because him was the one who said that you were giving Lisa money. Where's all this outrage on Kim? You don't have anything bad to say about Kim, not one thing. Yet she is the original person that said your name. But haven't said anything about her, have you? Is that because it doesn't fit narratives to go after anybody else or to go after me? I don't know. Weird. I truly appreciate you, and I hope you know that. I tried to come up on her panel to talk about it, and she threw a fit and refused to show the proof she claimed she had on me. It would have taken all of 5 minutes of her time. I don't have to let you up on my panel. The live stream had nothing to do with you. You tried to make it about you, but it had nothing to do with you. I'm not going to bring somebody on my panel that's going to sit there and argue. You didn't ask me to show proof of anything. You asked me to apologize and clear your name publicly. That's what you asked for. Had you come to me in my live and asked me politely, not demanding and threatening me for anything other than that, I would have sat down with you and I'd have happily obliged. But you came in there going completely sideways at me, threatening me and demanding shit. And at that point, no, I don't have to do anything. Saying that I've been waited over a month for. No. I even said it in another live stream that I had spoken to you. I was going to publicly clear you, but I was still going through information that I was getting. And once I went through it, then I would say something. But until then, until I had 100% proof that you were not sending Lisa money, I was not going to say either way. And that's I stand by that. And then it came to a conclusion, loud and clear, that you were being set up, and then I went and I cleared your name. I apologized. I said why I said your name. I said why I continued to uh, research it and go through everything that I was getting, but that wasn't enough, clearly. She continues, and this isn't the first time someone's done this. You were there for it before and seen it. I can't let people walk on me and sit back and watch anymore. I needed the truth as to why she was doing this because I knew without a doubt she had nothing. The truth about why. The truth is your name is who Kim named as to who was giving Lisa money. Guess what? Kim happens to know every single person who was giving Lisa money because Kim was helping her create all these money apps and helping her with the money apps and then accepting the money and sending it to Lisa. So, yeah, Kim knows every single person that's been sending Lisa money. So, what truth? Because Kim said it and then I said it in a live stream and somebody was sending me information about it. That's the truth. I already told you that. This has nothing to do with Nicole. Not a single fucking thing to do with Nicole, but you want it to be about Nicole. You want so bad because everybody is hating Nicole right now. You think immediately adding my name to Nicole's is going to cause everybody to automatically hate me when none of this had to do with Nicole. The only person Nicole ever asked me to go after was Ronnie. And I said it point blank. I don't go after people for other people. I will cover Ronnie if I see or have proof that she scammed people. That was what I said. And that is the only person Nicole ever asked me to go after. I don't think we even talked about you. But you wanna push this narrative, then you go right on ahead and push that narrative. And she says, "And I won't let her continue to do this to anyone else." Anyone else who? If somebody's sending money and I have proof of it and I know 100% that they are, I put that out. I said I didn't know 100% that you were. It hurt my family. How did I hurt your family? How did I hurt your family? I don't even know your last name, Tracie. So how did I slander you to the point where it hurt your family? Clearly, it didn't hurt your family when me and you were talking. I mean, that was the last time we spoke was what, the 14th, somewhere around there of last month. And that was a boundary I won't ever allow someone to cross. So basically, if they're trying to throw Nicole into this saying I did this for Nicole, why? I don't understand why Nicole would ask me to go after you. Does Nicole dislike you? I don't know. So why would Nicole ask me to go after you? It makes 0 sense. So someone else commented on her video, Reaper said sorry to you more than once and cleared your name more than once, which is all she asked of me to do. I mean, she didn't even ask for me to apologize. I apologized. She accepted it. But all she wanted me to do was clear her name, which is exactly what I did. But now that there's all this issue with Nicole and villains calling Nicole out and WTF is calling Nicole out and other people are calling Nicole out. And because people hear that me and Nicole are friends, all of a sudden I'm working for Nicole or I'm doing this for Nicole or I'm calling people out for Nicole. It's all bullshit. She then continues on responding to somebody else. I'm not asking for an apology. I want the proof she claims she had against me. Okay. No one said you were asking for an apology. You accepted my apology already. Okay. The only thing you ever asked of me was to clear your name. Now, all of a sudden, 10 days after I've done that, you're demanding that. And, had you just come to me and said, hey, can I just ask you a question? Can you just give me the info that you have? Can you just help me out with that so I know what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. But no, you come into my live chat while I'm live, which, by the way, you announced prior to me going live. Hey, everyone, she's going live in 20 minutes. So this was all planned to go into my live stream and do this. What, to derail it against Lisa? Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. She said she received stuff on my that shows that I paid Lisa at least 4 times. Conveniently, every time she was supposed to apologize to me. I was only supposed to apologize to you once. One time. That was what I said. She never had proof. The point is, she lied to all of you to help Nicole and hurt my reputation. Again, another lie. This has nothing to do with Nicole. Nicole never asked me to go after you or do anything to you. And well, it didn't quite hurt your how did it hurt your reputation? I think maybe a few people might have said something to you, but you're acting like people have been attacking you and threatening you and harassing you, and I have not seen that. And if they did, it wasn't all because of me saying your name. Again, she fails to acknowledge the fact that Kim Rea was the one who told everybody that Lisa was talking about Tracie, unfiltered. Not me. I'm not the one who originally said it. I said her name afterwards, which I said was wrong, and I apologize for. But all of this is all directed at me. While they are currently hating on Nicole. And now Nicole, all of a sudden, hired me to go after you? Tracie, is that what you're trying to say? Like, this is just weird as fuck. An apology doesn't undo the damage she's done. You seemed totally fine with it when I apologized. Didn't have a problem with it. And she knows better. She herself has said she's never released someone's name and accusations like this without real proof, and she never had that on me. I said your name, and I accused you. I also said that I will not do this again. I live and I learn. I fucked up. I've said it a million times that I fucked up and I shouldn't have done it. So then she takes this, which is what I posted not long ago. Since Lisa failed to discredit me, she has others trying. This is funny. And no, I don't have a bunch of warrants out on me. It says here there's one bench warrant, which I honestly didn't even fucking know about. I knew that I owed $500 because of a failure to provide insurance, and couldn't deal with any of that at that time because at that moment, during that time, I was homeless. Not an excuse for not going to court on it. I wasn't even in the state. That's my fault. But I have since been dealing with this. I did not know that on my channel, any single time I have a traffic ticket or something like that, that I have to immediately announce it. Do you do that, Tracie? Do you announce these things too? I know other people don't, but it's up to me that I have to, right? That I have to. Still not proving that I have a bunch of warrants out on me. But this has been being dealt with. I've already spoken to the county clerk. I've already been dealing with this. So, but they didn't tell me I had a warrant. I didn't bother asking. Maybe that's why they didn't tell me. I don't know. I just asked how much I owed. They told me. Done. Um, the whole police call thing. Yeah. Tracy already told me that she has a really, really good friend who is a police officer, not in Pittsburgh, in another town, but that she has a really good friend who is a police officer. So, yeah, don't know if I buy that phone call. But even if it was a real officer at the Pittsburgh Police Department, why would they discuss anything I give? Why would they discuss anything I have done or spoken with? They're not going to. Plain and simple. Um, I know what I have turned in. I know who I have spoken with. I know the times I have done so. So I'm not sure what you're trying to prove on that one. There have actually been a lot of people that have turned stuff in to that police department and have been told that there are investigations going on. So your call recording there would indicate that every single person who has said that they have turned things in to the proper authorities in Pittsburgh was lying. So, yeah, I don't buy that whole call. And even if, like I said, if it was a real police officer, well, they're not going to discuss that stuff with somebody else. Plain and simple. Um, Other than that, I don't, again, I have stayed out of all of the drama, all of it going on TikTok. It's been brought over to YouTube. All of this drama, I have stayed out of. The drama with Nicole, I have stayed out of. The drama with Boss Liar, I have stayed out of. The drama with Gabby, the drama with all of these people. And it's not even just, and I shouldn't even say Gabby because Gabby deserves what she's getting, but it's the content creators going after each other. I have completely stayed out of all of that because I'm not doing this to be in a clique. I'm not doing this to go after other content creators. I am doing this for one thing and one thing only, and that is to stop Lisa from scamming people. That is it. I'm not doing this on all for money. But I'm going to tell you this. The work I do put into my videos and the work I do behind the scenes to make my videos, I will get compensated on through AdSense. 100%. That money comes from people watching my videos. It doesn't come from people paying me for the videos. Also, there was something that not Lisa, but Tracy also said something on the lines of people are telling her that they came to me for help on Lisa and I refused to help them because I wouldn't make money off of it. That is a bold-faced lie, and you know it, Tracy. Anybody who comes to me for help with Lisa, I help them. I don't ask them for a fucking thing. The only thing I do ask is, can I share this? And if you say I can, I will redact your information from it. I have never not helped somebody because I couldn't make money out of it. Are you fucking serious? Do you want to make up anything else? Who did you get to create these emails to you saying that is what I'd like to know. It's just really interesting. The harder I go at Lisa, and the more I have verbally come out and stated that there are many people behind the scenes giving Lisa money, and that she is making more money from behind the scenes than she is from people in her live streams, that now the more attacking has been on me personally. I don't know. It's weird. And most of the attacks are coming from content creators who have been covering Lisa, which is, again, very weird. If the whole goal is to take down Lisa, why are all these deflections attacking me and other people all of a sudden their main goal? I mean, Tracy, how long have you been covering Lisa as a monetized channel? And I do know you're monetized. I've already checked. You've been on YouTube since 2020. How long have you been covering Lisa? People have been covering Lisa and nothing has happened. Nothing. I do not take full responsibility for Lisa's money being slowed down. I would like for it all to stop, but unfortunately, people behind the scenes keep giving her money. And then when you have content creators like this attacking somebody who is covering Lisa the hardest, it helps Lisa. It 100% helps Lisa. I don't know what else to say about that. I'm not going to say this or that. I'm going to let you guys think about that and come up with your own idea on that or conclusion, because it's only been recently since I started going live and people have been giving me super chats. I was going live sporadically. People started asking me to go live more. So, okay, I'll go live here or there. Then people wanted me to go live more consistently. So I made it more consistent for what? A month? A month and a week, I think. Since then, the personal attacks on me have been happening. The the more people are in my live streams, the more my channel has been growing, and the more super chats that I have been receiving, the more personal attacks I am getting. So is this really about what you say it is, or is it something else? The more I bring up the fact that Lisa's getting money behind the scenes more than she is from her live streams, why is it I'm being attacked more and more by content creators the more I say that? I don't know. It just seems weird to me. But Tracie, you got what you asked me for, an apology. My saying your name had nothing to do with anyone other than Kim first saying it and somebody emailing me a whole bunch of shit that I have officially determined after reviewing it, going over it, vetting it, and other stuff that I went through with it, is that that person was trying to frame you. I flat out came out and apologized. I explained that, and everything was fine. Now all of a sudden Trace or Nicole's involved in this and WTF is involved in this. None of these people had anything to do with me saying your name. None of them. But yeah, the more unhinged Lisa gets and the more money Lisa gets behind the scenes and the more I keep bringing this up and the more I keep going at Lisa, the more I'm being attacked by creators who claim to have the exact same goal as me. I'm not here to be part of a popularity contest or a clique or a community that I don't know. At this moment, I feel like some people who claim to be part of a certain community or any community, it's more about loyalty over truth. And I don't believe in that. It looks more like I don't like that person. So everybody I am friends with has to go after that person. Okay. Why? This isn't about clicking up. This isn't about friendships. This isn't about any of that shit. This is about calling out and stopping a fucking scammer who is scamming people for money for drugs and then threatening people, talking about how they wish that these people's children would burn slowly in a fire and die. That's what this should be focused on. But no, let's focus on all this other little stupid bullshit instead. I said your name. I said you gave Lisa money. I said your name maybe 3 times, 4 at the top. I didn't slander you. I didn't drag you through the mud like you claim I've been doing. And then I came out and I apologized, as I told you I would, and I cleared your name. All this extra stuff, yeah, no, didn't happen. I'm here for one thing and one thing only. I want Lisa to no longer be able to scam people, and I want her behind bars where she fucking belongs. That is my only goal. If other people's goals are to start these TikTok fights and drama and then bring it over to YouTube, then by all means, have fun with it. If that's all you're interested in doing, have fun with that. I will not be a part of it. You can pull me into it. You can talk about me. You can drag my name, slander me all you want to, lie about me all you want to. My goal stays the same. But if you continue to do this, you're only proving your goal is not what you set out to be and what you claim it is. You were not slandered the way you claim you were. And if you were, it wasn't by me. But again, if this is the game you want to play, count me out. I don't want anything to do with it. And if people look at me in a negative way because I choose not to play these stupid games, then by all means, that's fine. Because you've known Tracie longer than you've watched me, that's fine. I'm totally fine with that. But just because you know somebody longer doesn't always mean they are always right. And I'm definitely, and I've said this always, always, will never tell anybody to choose sides. But I don't know. I'm just starting to believe that not everybody wants Lisa to go away. And that's the sad part in all of this. All these diversions. And I don't know. It's sad. It really is sad. I am going to continue focusing on making sure at some point we can stop Lisa from scamming people for drug money, because the people she's scamming are the real victims here, and are the only ones being hurt. People getting voicemails like that lady did the other day, those are the ones really getting hurt. But I'm not interested in going after creators left and right. I'm not interested in playing these online drama games. I'm not. Not at all. You guys can say what you want. You can sit in Discord and ask me or ask people what my address is so you can send me cinder block shoes. All you want. I'm going to keep going where I started. And when I'm done with Lisa, I will move on to the next person. We can either all do this together or not. I don't care either way anymore. I have said this for the last month. I am an independent channel. I am not part of anybody's community because communities are toxic. Always somebody trying to backstab somebody else to get ahead so that they can be the it person. I'm not into that. Never have been, never will be. I'm totally fine covering and calling Lisa out on my own. I know this is not towards everybody that is covering Lisa. By all means, it's not. The ones that it is towards, they know who they are, and so do other people. Everybody else should know. So, yeah, that's all I have to say on this. I'm not going to discuss it. I'm not going to bring it up again because that would be me playing into these drama games, and I'm just not doing it. You will not get any more response out of me on this bullshit. I said what I said. I apologized. I explained why I said your name. That's all you said you wanted. And now we're here. I'm making my choice. I'm just saying, again, it's really weird how the more I come out about Lisa, the harder I go on Lisa, and the more I come out when I say that there are people behind the scenes helping Lisa, that I am now being attacked. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Be safe. Bye. So I hate me, Nicole, and Janelle, or that me and Janelle helped Nicole, I guess, with screenshots of something to go after WTF. More lies. Absolute lies. I was on the phone with Janelle. Nicole messaged me and said, "Can you help me with something?" I said, "What?" She said, "Can you tell me if this message has been altered in any way?" I said, "Yeah, shoot it over and I'll check it." That's all it was. That's all the fuck it was me checking an altered text. Guess what? It wasn't even a text about or of WTF. So I don't know where that all came from. None of that had to do with her. It was simply asking me if it was altered. I was able to put it through, look at it. I was able to use it on my editing software and see, yes, it was an altered text. Shot it back over to her, took of the screenshot showing it was an altered text. That was it. I didn't ask what it was about. I didn't even bother reading it. And even if I had read it, I still didn't know what the hell it was about because it would have been a whole bunch of stuff that I didn't know about. I didn't care what it was about. All she asked was to see if it was an altered text. I checked, it was. End of story. But yes, let's just throw in more shit saying that it had to do with something it had nothing to do with.